ng lakas ng loob sa mga panahon ng panghihina. Magbukas ng oportunidad pag nawawalan na ng pag-asa. Dahil yan ang tatak ng matatag. Tatag mo, tatak Cobra.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. Live here from the state-of-the-art Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila. We are here at our live and exclusive coverage of the 2025 BKT Inter-Sister Cup. And our fifth game on our Saturday quintuple header, our main event, LUFTHANSA contra ETON Century Park Hotel. My name is Brian Presillas. Together with me is Coach Junkay de Guzman, and it's been a very interesting matchups. These are interesting matchups on our second game day here in the BKT Inter-Sister Cup. But the first four games, Coach Junkay, lumayo yung mga 1-0 teams sa 0-1 in the second half, resulting into a lot of blowout wins.
Yes. So far, no, yung trend natin, lahat ng 1-0 naging 2-0, lahat ng 0-1 naging 0-2, and lahat blowout fashion. So, we're in our main event. So, let's see kung itong si Lufthansa is matuloy nila. They get back-to-back wins. At the same time, itong si ETON naman are looking to bounce back from an opening day loss.
Itong Lufthansa coming off that massive victory against PMFTC, 86-44. That's a 42-point win, Coach Junkay.
Yes.
Some numbers here in that dominant victory.
Oh, very dominant talaga, Brian. 39% field goals. Not impressive, pero again, you won by 40 plus points, 64 rebounds, 26 offensive rebounds as compared to the 6 of PMFTC, 23 second chance points as compared to the 5 of si PMFTC, tapos 34 points of turnover. So, makikita mo, tinakbuhan talaga nila si PMFTC.
Top performer nila doon, Gerald Bolon with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Pero pag-usapan naman natin, on the other side, Eton Century Park Hotel coming off a 16-point loss. Not that big of a loss, but still, that was an opening game day loss to Philippine Airlines.
Yes, Eton, hindi nalalaya yung shooting percentage nila from itong si Lufthansa. They shot 36% in their previous game. 4 out of 15 free throws, something to really work on. 4 fast break points and 8 points of turnovers as compared to the 17.
Mitchell Tan was leading the charge for that team in the losing effort with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. We've been talking about Phil Chai, Alumni League legends. Isa dyan, Mitchell Tan.
Yes. So, let's see if si Mitchell Tan could provide the same performance as they look for their first win.
Lufthansa Technique gunning for a 2-0 start here in the BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025, but standing in their way is a hungry Eton Century Park Hotel who's vying for their first win. We turn it over to our court announcer para sa ating announcement ng starting protagonists.
And we begin our final game for this Saturday. Tanduay Gym, Y Athletics 2025. Between Lufthansa versus ETON Century Park Hotel. Let's meet the starters for both teams. Let's meet the starters for both teams, starting off with your Lufthansa Technic Philippines. At guard, the number 1, Francis Edsel Esguerra. Guard number 7, Gerald Boton. Your wings, number 23, John Isaac Polistico. At forward, number 24, Brian Christian Garcia. And at center, number 6, Lema. Head coach Albert Lanuza, assistant coaches Peter Paul Estropigan. Now let's meet your team. Head guard number 27, Kenneth Saavedra. Your guard number 5, Matthew Quevedo. At forward number 23, John Rambo Garcia. At forward number 21, and Monalejo.
Our starting 5 brought to you by Tanduay Athletics, Lufthansa, Esguerra, Solema, Boton, Polistico, and Garcia. Ito namang Eton Century Park Hotel with Angeles, Alejo, Garcia, Albano, and Saavedra.
Surprise na to see na itong si Mitchell Tan wala sa starting 5. And we were mentioning Mitchell Tan kanina as a Phil Chai alumni legend. Isa pang nandyan sa lineup ni Eton is si Mon Alejo. So let's see kung sino sa team na to yung mag-a-assert ng dominance nila in this game.
Albano, quick start, 2 points agad para kay Albano.
And that's number 7,
Boton.
Gerald Boton, yeah. Gusto kagad gabawiin yung 2 points doon ni Albano.
And Gerald Boton was the top performer in that loss to Philippine Air. In that win pala over Eton Century, over BMFTC, sorry.
Yeah.
With 18 points, 3 boards, and 4 assists. You can see that he's really aggressive on the offensive end. First possession, walang play-play.
Yeah.
Straight to the basket against a much taller defender.
Pinakita kagad kung ano yung advantage niya over the opponents, yung speed niya. As in, hindi ka pwede mag-relax if you're guarding Boton.
That was Albano called for a shooting foul on Boton, but Boton only converts to 1 out of 2. 3-point heave, no good. Ito ngayon ng Lufthansa. Decides to take that shot. Big man. Won't get that to fall.
Foul is called, the number 23, that's Polistico.
That's Brian Christian Garcia who missed that short stab. You know, parang may mga similarities yung sizing matchup natin sa ilalim. Ano? It's gonna be an interesting storyline dito. Yung mga Albano kontra sila Garcia. Very lengthy, very tall looking centers. Albano spins to the right, baseline, kinuyog, tatlo doon. Good defense by Lufthansa, but a steal. Ethan Park won't get their first three. Good fake, good patience.
Grabe yung kaldagan sa loob. Itong si Eton is trying to get their bigs going early na yung actions nila concentrated sa bigs. Once they get the offensive rebound, wala nang kick out. They dominate. They want to dominate the opposing bigs ng Lufthansa.
3 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Pagsak si Alejo.
Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the foul's going against Polistico. And with less than 2 minutes sa game natin, that's the second foul of Polistico.
Kita mo naman yung kiskisa ng Polistico at Alejo.
But that doesn't stop him from stopping that play.
3-on-2 break, and this guy right here, very relentless in pursuing that shaded area. The guards of Lufthansa, for that matter, not afraid at all.
Mga, siguro, ang term natin dyan, mga Spitfire, yung guards,
Spitfire
guards ng...
Cat quick guards.
Yeah.
So.
Tsaka, parang, I noticed, Brian, parang bata din tong lineup ni Lufthansa. So, siguro in terms of speed, baka nasa kanilang advantage because of they have the youth on their side.
That's Esguerra and Boton. Those two players split both free throws para dun sa 2 points on the board para sa Lufthansa.
Yung backcourt combination nila, parehas yung resulta sa free throw trips nila. And another big man attempt from the side of Eton. It's Mon Alejo naman. Kaso he wasn't able to connect on that shot.
Top of the key 3, no good.
Ooh.
But that's a costly foul because you're fouling a jump shooter.
Oo, mortal sin yan. Huwag ka mag-hard close out sa 3-point shooter. Kung hard close out ka man, not directly. Papunta ka sa gilid.
Kita mo nga talaga yung youth ng lineup na to, no? Talagang mukhang run and gun. They're ready to run it out and capitalize on free throw on fast break opportunities.
And so let's see with the entrance of Mitchell Tan who didn't start the game. Baka madiktahan niya yung pace ng game na to, even though itong si Lufthansa wants to, from how we see it, medyo gusto nila up and down yung pace ng laro natin.
Boton wanted to track his miss, but Albano collars the rebound. Bola ngayon ng Eton. Mitchell, left side. They swing it, trying to be unpredictable. Albano to Mitchell Tan. Mitchell Tan corner 3, no good.
Itong go ahead, bro.
Good offensive board for Albano.
Itong si Eton, they have a couple of offensive rebounds, pero hindi nila nako-convert. So, good thing itong si Mon Alejo converts on that second serving sa baseline play na yon.
That's the twin tower combination ng Eton, ano? But here's ito naman yung backcourt combination ng dalawa, no?
Yung guard to guard hindi nag-connect.
Esguerra and Boton conniving for that, but Boton was all over that board.
The power of youth. Yung second jump, ang bilis pa eh.
Mitchell decides to drive. Ball remains with the white and gray of Eton Century Park Hotel. Andun pa rin yung Twin Towers ng Century Park.
Garcia.
Oh.
Oh. Nakita mo yung fade away niya doon, Brian. Mala MJ. Matching pa yung number tsaka yung sapatos. So, hindi, sino kaya idol nitong si Garcia?
Kita
ano?
natin tong replay na to. Maganda rin yung pagkakaposisyon ng jumper niya, no?
Yeah.
Talagang attracting the defense to close out hard. Tapos may konting kick siya.
Yeah. Just enough to initiate
Enough
the
to initiate the
contact.
contact. But the balance and the timing just remains pristine for that
Yes.
jumper to fall.
Tsaka yung concentration na sa release niya, yun pa rin, same pa rin.
Ito Lufthansa now, cross-court pass a bit dangerous but in the hands of Garcia.
6 on the shot clock. Yun lang.
That's Brian Garcia. It's nothing but air. Ito sa kabila naman si Garcia. Inside. Alejo, good intentions but too risky a pass. Oh,
So that's Matthew Querido. Na-stop niya dun si Boton sa fast break attempt.
offense bit slow here in the first quarter. Only 6-5.
Very promising game, Brian, as compared to yung
first
mga first
four.
four natin. So, tignan natin kung baka mabati na naman natin na dikit tong laban.
Magpo-pull away sa third quarter.
Oh.
Ayan, high-low, big to big.
Mina-maximize talaga nila tong tinatry nila gatasan yung high-low action itong si Eton.
That's Alejo and Albano. Twin towers nitong Eton Century Park Hotel, and now they're running. Good find. Mitchell Tan. In the land of the
Ooh,
Giants, Mitchell Tan, no problem.
Very crafty shot by Mitchell Tan.
Here's Bolton. Right side rather, but teammate could not control the leather.
Itong si Lufthansa, since they have an abundance of youth, tsaka lalo na yung guards nila, doon mo rin makikita, not because you have the speed, kailangan kagad kumbaga naka-max gear ka kagad. Siyempre, you should know when to upshift o downshift sa laro mo.
That was intercepted, but ball remains with Century Park Hotel. 16 seconds on the shot clock. 4:51 remaining here in the first. Lufthansa has not scored in the past 2 minutes or so. That's a 3-point heave short for Mitchell Tan.
Strong start for Lufthansa, Brian, kaso medyo silent sila ngayon. Si nag-take over, si Eton naman. Parang inunti-unti lang sila eh.
And Lufthansa hasn't found their rhythm necessarily because 1 out of 6 from the field right now. Compared to 5 out of 14 for Eton. It's going to be a foul call, definitely. Bit too over-aggressive.
It's number 11.
It's Randy Padua.
Another foul that puts them in the penalty.
Yun din yung meron sa game na to na medyo hindi natin nakita sa 4 previous games natin. Yung kiskisan sa loob, the activity of the centers.
Saka yung centers kasi ni Eton, Brian, gusto nila attack mode talaga.
Attack mode,
Hindi, not compared sila sa previous game natin, yung sa Cobra na yung bigs nila, ang style nila, rim run, back down. Ito,
Binibigyan sa poste, pinapadiin.
Saka may atake galing labas. Yung style nila Albano, nila Alejo na they wanna dribble medyo semi-downhill kasi sa somewhere near the post area na sila nakakatanggap. Hindi sa post block na back down ka na lang.
Boton. High looping floater, no good. Bit of miscommunication there as Padua was trying to save the ball. Oh, Boton is wide open. No good. Back rims, but offensive board. Another possession for the purple shirts. Lucky bounce. That's what you call the shooter's touch.
Yeah, that's Abelia. Buti hindi siya natawagan sa may slight extension, pero the referees let go yung extension na yun.
Mitchell Tan was fouled along the baseline. Boton will be called. 3 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. 11-7 is our score. It's been Albano who's fronting this offensive charge para dito sa Century Park Hotel, sa Eton Century Park. 5 points, 3 rebounds. Top scorer, top rebounder.
Ayan. So setting the tone early itong si Albano, which he did also nung first game nila against PAL. Kaso nga lang, nung medyo binilisan na ni PAL yung pace ng game, hindi masyado nang nakadiskarte si Albano. So let's see if Albano would be so consistent na maging dominant throughout this game.
Albano though, during that game, although was limited to 6 points, top rebounder with 9. Game high 9 rebounds, 3 assists, meron pang 2 blocks.
So ayun, parang Swiss Army knife tong si Albano. He won't just give you scoring, pero lahat ng defense, lahat ng statistics may check siya doon.
Only a 5-point ball game. 19 on the shot clock. Eton. Good pass, good intention, but bit bad on the execution side. Easiest basket so far. Para dito sa Lufthansa, courtesy of a layup on the fast break by Hill Joseph Solema. Bagong pasok din, Coach Jongkay.
And with that fast break basket, in-announce ni Solema yung entry niya sa game. So parang itong si Lufthansa is, ang gusto nila is takbuhan talaga, no? Yung hindi ka nila dadalihin through half-court sets, pero on the defensive end, shoot nila yung passing lanes, yung gaps, tapos force ka nila na mag-commit ng mistake, tas fast break opportunity. Pero ang nagba-backfire sa ganong style is you tend to foul a lot na nasa penalty na sila ngayon.
So now 2 free throws from here on out every time a white and gray player is fouled. Right now on the line is De Leon. That's jersey number 15. John Luna Ray De Leon. First is good. 13-9, a chance to make this a 5-point ball game. Mahalaga last 2 minutes na every quarter, Coach, especially when you're just, plus minus 5 lang yung laro.
Totoo.
Diba?
Talagang
momentum.
Yung execution kasi, I mean, pwedeng mag-carry on yun sa succeeding quarters. So, I mean, as we saw nung mga previous games natin.
And now the chance now for the big men naman ng Lufthansa to impose their weight, to push their weight around. That's Randy Padua.
Itong bigs ng Lufthansa, their playing style offensively is different sa itong Eton counterparts natin. Kasi si Eton counterparts nila mas kaldag, mas back down. Ito naman, inaabangan nila yung mga offensive rebound or kakat sila.
Okay, drop
naman,
off. Drop pass.
Mga drop pass, ganyan. Hindi sila, they're not the type that would create for themselves individually. Off-ball yung diskarte nila.
Rebounding story has been very, very close. 12-11 in favor of Lufthansa. But in the execution, sa mga plays, itong Eton Century Park out-assisting Lufthansa 5-2.
5-2. At saka yung field goals nila, their 2-point conversions, 50%. Ang nagpahatak yung 0 of 5 sa 3-pointers nila eh.
But very efficient field goal clip, ano?
Yeah, kasi yung points in the paint yung titignan mo, they have 8 points in the paint. So they're 5 out of 10. So mga 4 dyan sa 2-point field goals nila galing sa paint.
Lufthansa.
Good pass, pero hindi ready itong si number 23 ng Lufthansa. That's John Isaac Polistico.
Now Mitchell. Left side. No hesitation. 3 in and out. The board goes to ball remains with Eton Century Park with 2 minutes and change remaining here in the first. Some substitutions. Pasok itong si Moises George Tenyoso para sa Century Park.
And then another field siya, a veteran in the game. That's number 18. Itong si Raymond Chua. Chef Raymond Chua, as Diego calls him. Who is a chef daw sa sabi ni Diego sa Eton Hotel.
Frenzied offense there from Lufthansa. Mitchell
Ooh.
decides to take it to the cup. Aggressive drive, and Mitchell Tan will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Ganda ng Hesi crossover doon ni Mitchell Tan.
Yung mga ganun, yung mga lugi sa alumni league, yung galaw ng pang prime.
Oh yeah.
Pero nasa alumni league ka na, pero you still have the craftiness of a point guard in his prime, like Mitchell Tan.
Tsaka itong si Mitchell Tan, even though he's more senior than his Lufthansa counterparts, nabebenta niya pa rin yung galaw eh. Tsaka even though he doesn't do it that quick anymore, minsan nasa head and shoulder movement yan eh. So, kaya itong si Mitchell Tan, nakaka-downhill attack pa rin siya.
Still one of the primary guards of Eton Century Park in this conference. What a rebound right there. Kaso nga lang, Mintes, but it's Padua.
Yeah, second servings.
Very stable. Good pass.
Ooh.
But better block. Offensive board for Eton. It's been that kind of afternoon for these two teams. Talagang good offense, better defense on both sides.
Yes, so tsaka nangyayari din, Brian, pag nakashoot yung isa, nakakashoot din yung isa, kaya hindi rin masyadong nababawasan yung lead. Unforced turnover.
That was Paulo Ramos. Wanting to go no look. Pasok na rin si Francis Edsel Esguerra.
Who replaces Ramos who threw that wayward pass. So, na-call out kagad ni Coach in a way.
Good double team. Let's see if it's gonna end up in a violation.
Yes, a 5-second violation there for number 0. That's Medina. So, for those who aren't familiar, when you're dribbling the ball, tas you pick it up and you don't pass it immediately, doon papasok yung 5-second violation natin.
Sa kabila naman, Solema will... Oh, there's a foul.
Yeah, that
I
puts
believe.
Eton Century Park Hotel in the penalty.
Good thing for them. It's only 27 seconds
Yes.
remaining in the first.
So a chance for number 6, that's Solema. With a chance to cut down on the lead. Kaso nga lang, namintis yung first free throw niya.
And itong si Gerald Buton, napako na sa 4 points. Let's see how he will contribute in the second quarter. On the other side, it's still Albano with 5 and 3 to lead rebounders and scorers of Eton Century Park to this 15-11 first quarter lead, but still they have a chance to increase this advantage. Raymond, drop pass, not ready was his teammate. Look at Solema defend that leather, and then Raymond Chua, 6 to work with, another serving. Is Eton aware? That's not going to count. Definitely not going to count. But we're going to end the first 10 minutes of action with Eton Century Park Hotel ahead by 4, 15-11. Some highlights, Coach Junkay. What did Eton do, a bit better?
So for Eton, they took advantage of their bigs. a lot of high-low action, a lot of downhill attacks na hindi na-stop nitong si Lufthansa. For Lufthansa, they started the game real quick with a good start pero hindi na-sustain na weather ni Eton yung run na yon.
Eton Century Park Hotel coming up with a 15-11 first quarter lead. Magbabalik po ang BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
At nagbabalik po ang live and exclusive coverage of your BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. My name is Brian Presilias. Kasama ko po ngayon si Coach Jung Kaito Guzman, and this is already our 5th and final game on this Saturday quintuple header here in this BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. Our main event, our assignment at hand, it's Eton Century Park Hotel going up against the Lufthansa Technique Philippines. Eton Century Park Hotel ahead by 4, 15-11. Top scorers, it's Albano for Eton. It's Boton para dito sa Lufthansa. Anything can still happen. This is a very close ball game, Coach Jongkai, so far.
Yeah, so far, no, itong si Boton started the game with 4 early points kaso hindi na niya na-sustain. And yung supporting cast niya, itong si Sabala and Abelia with 2. While for Eton Century Park Hotel, Albano is supported by Mitchell Tan with 4 and Alejo with 2. So, let's see kung who would step up with on both teams to carry the scoring load aside from the usual suspects nitong Lufthansa and Eton.
Albano colors his 4th rebound in the ball game, ends up in this nothing but the bottom of the net 3. Courtesy of Yap para sa Eton Century Park Hotel.
So, let's see if the referees are signaling na, kasi from our vantage point, parang stepping yung 3-pointer ni Yap.
But right now, it's an 18-11 cushion.
Good
What a pass. Just no finish.
They like yung talaga yung big-to-big passing and yung interior passing itong si Eton.
Good play for Lufthansa between Esguerra and Solema. But Solema was just contained on the inside.
Kinuyog siya once he got the ball down low.
But good no-look behind the back bounce pass. Very complicated pass yung mga ganun, Coach Jongkai. Coach Mactan looking, he is going to be, it's gonna be a chess match, for sure.
So ito naman, itong si Querido wants to push the pace. Let's see if magka-role reversals the second quarter na si Eton naman yung gusto ng fast break game.
Couple of drive and kicks. And that's Albano for you. 7 points now for Albano.
And Boton still scoreless after that 4-point start.
Early candidate for both defensive player and player of the game. Yan si Albano. I mean, if it's Eton Century Park Hotel winning this ball game, because he now already has 7 points, 6 rebounds.
Oh, very efficient itong si Albano.
Eton now slowly, gradually built a 9-point lead. Albano. Bad pass. Ito na ngayon, Boton. All the way. Coach Mactan easily extinguishing the fire and the momentum by calling a timeout. Magbabalik po after this Modern Fox timeout. And we're back here at the Tanduay Gym in Quiapo, Manila. Fifth game on the Saturday quintuple header. Brian Cosiles po kasama si Coach Jonkay de Guzman. It's Lufthansa trailing by 6 against ETON Century Park Hotel. Lufthansa coming off an 86-44 beatdown of PMFTC, where Gerald Boton scored 18 points alongside 3 rebounds and 4 assists. But itong Eton Century Park Hotel, who's gonna get, no bucket right there, but an offensive board. But as I was saying, Eton Century Park Hotel, sila naman yung tinalo ng malaking kalamangan ng Philippine Airlines sa kanilang opening game assignment. Couple of missed tries there for Eton Century Park Hotel.
So far, I have to question yung decision-making nitong si Esguerra. No? Kanina, they had an opportunity to hit the corner 3, kaso he chose to give a behind-the-back pass. Tapos ito naman, yung pasa towards Boton na hindi pa clear yung passing lane niya, binigay na kagad ni Esguerra. So, I mean, not the time to be fancy. Yes, the difference isn't that large, pero syempre, every possession counts with a close game like this.
And it usually becomes the opposite of a moral boosting move kapag kayo mga ganong behind the back tapos will end up as a turnover.
Yes, true.
Albano, another rebound. Leak out. Mitchell Tan, veteran smarts. Mitchell Tan, easy 2 points.
Showing the youngin how it's done in transition.
Parang flyby lang na napakasimple. And Garcia is against 3 blue shirts here. Loses his balance. Slides, but Mitchell Tan recovers the ball. Eton, ahead by 8.
Brian, itong si Eton is slowly trying to pull away from Lufthansa.
Esguerra to Boton. That time around, simpleng advance pass na lang, Coach Jomay.
Tsaka yung timing nung pasa was better as compared to the previous fast break play.
And you can see how Eton Century Park Hotel is really looking for Mitchell Tan to facilitate and steady. Put a steady stamp on their offense.
Tsaka very evident na they want to pound it inside. Yung bigs yung hahanapin nila because they have the advantage in that department.
Albano, yet another rebound. I'm guessing that's his 8th. And then showing us some dribbling exhibition.
Coast to coast for Albano.
The ceiling of this guy really high with that height, that dribbling capacity, and the strength to absorb contact and finish through traffic. Albano will shoot his extra free throw after this Modern Fox timeout. How about Arwin Albano, who is averaging 6 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Already at par with those norms with 5 minutes and 54 remaining here in the first half. He has 9 points, 8 rebounds to his name already. Almost uncontested sa ilalim, 9
Oo.
rebounds.
Kumbaga, for Albano and Alejo, yung dominance nila when it comes to yung smarts din and experience na nakikita natin in this game.
Buton just inside. Not a contest there for a Buton jumper.
Yes.
At kita mo naman, Albano nagdadala rin ng bola.
Parang point power forward
Oo.
ang dating ni Albano dito. The challenge dito for Lufthansa, no, Brian, they were able to score a lot of fast break points in their previous game. That's why they were able to win with a huge margin. Pero ang challenge nila dito in this game with a slow-paced game as they won't it's not to their liking siguro kasi hindi nila strengths kung paano sila mag-execute in the half-court sets.
Gerald Buton getting 2 points on that Euro step on the other side to get to as close as 19-25. But what an answer para dito kay De Leon. Here's Buton. Land of the Giants. He really wants to take charge.
Yes, itong si Buton mixing up his attack. May mga fast break opportunities. May sidestep. And then, he also hit a mid-range jumper. Pero this time naman, atake sa half-court set. Itong ginawa ni Buton.
Gerald Buton is leading all scorers here with already 13 points. Chance for a 14th. In his opening game, they win, or Lufthansa, win.
Yes.
He had 18. So, malapit na agad siya doon sa opening performance.
Yes, Buton has 12, Brian. Pero unfortunately, yung supporting cast niya, nasa 2 points each pa rin.
So, it's all been Gerald Buton. And there's another Modern Fox timeout. We'll be back for more BKT Inter-Sister Cup action when we return. And now we go back to our ball game. Eton Century Park Hotel ahead by 7, 27-20. Mitchell Tan still in the ball game. A very stable playmaker. Corner
Good
3. Back rims. Careless pass for Lufthansa. Not gonna help the cause if they want to inch closer here. Still a very manageable lead. Hindi ready doon.
Oo.
Si Jay Yap.
Yes, Jay Yap took his eyes off the ball bago niya pa masalo. Parang gusto na niya i-shoot kaso hindi
Naisip
pa.
na niya yung shooting motion niya.
And again, Brian, for Lufthansa, it's been all Buton in this game. So, it's interesting sino magsi-step up for them.
Now Mitchell Tan will get a well-deserved breather on Coach Mactan's bench. Lufthansa only down by 7. Inside, pulling the chair.
Traveling.
Clearly going to be a traveling violation on jersey number 26, CJ Gornal, Hindi ka pwede tumayo, coach.
Pwede ka tumayo, pero dapat continued yung
Ang
dribble.
Pero pag na-pick up mo,
Tapos,
tumayo ka,
traveling.
Here's Alejo to J. Yap. Alejo. Quick first step. Turns the ball over. Guards of Lufthansa too quick. No good, unfortunately. But they pick up trash. Lefty short stab inside the paint. No good. And that will be last touch on J. Yap.
Brian, itong si Lufthansa, they're pushing the pace, no? Yung situation, yung instance na yun, pabor sa kanila eh, pero they still couldn't take advantage.
And just like that, Alejo will be returning to the bench in favor of Albano. So napakaliit lang na window para kay Albano magpahinga, but that's a huge three from Jill Joseph Solema. Pabawi si Jay. No.
Querida for 3.
Back rims. Offensive rebound. Another serving. Jay Yap. Lefty three. Too short.
You need to
And
box
yet,
out.
yep, another opportunity.
Third serving na to for Eton.
Will this be the time they shoot a three?
Time winding down.
Yap inside. No good. Tumatakbo na naman ang Lufthansa. And those are the types of the shots na pa nakakalaglag palikat na tinapo na lang eh.
Yeah. So, only a 2-point game, Brian.
All of a sudden, that quick 5-0 run. But Eton will always find a way to answer back and keep Lufthansa at bay. And
So,
making that play happen is Albano, Coach.
Yes,
Jeffrey.
again, when he's not scoring, he's still involved in the offense by assisting the ball. Itong si Arwin Albano.
Tapos shuffle ulit agad si Coach Mactan. Balik si Raymond Chua.
Parang ano rin, it's a way of also preserving itong si Albano. Parang offense-defense yung nangyayari. Siyempre, he's the main guy for Eton. So, you'll try to squeeze in as much rest as you can.
3-point play opportunity completed. 30-25, Eton ahead by 5. Lufthansa shooting a 3. No. Offensive board. Clearly a push from the back. So Miguel will extract points from the free throw line.
Yes, not yet in the penalty pero act of shooting yung foul dun kay Miguel. So a chance to cut on the lead with no time moving here in the second quarter.
Medyo bumagal yung second quarter natin because of these calls.
Yep.
Very aggressive. Both these teams have been in the second quarter.
Tsaka ano siya medyo physical game yung
Physical game.
slow-paced, physical itong game natin as compared to the previous ones na fast break ang style. Tsaka because of a lot of turnovers being committed, ito medyo mas steady yung mga players natin.
There was a collision just behind the 3-point line of Team Eton.
Unintentional pero parang blindside kasi yung nangyari. So hope Raymond Chua is okay.
There's going to be an official review, I believe. Players are being asked to go to their respective benches. Medyo nakita natin dun, Raymond Chua was a bit slow to get up after that collision.
Yeah, because he wasn't blindside yung hit sa kanya. He wasn't really ready. Even though it was it may be unintentional, pero kung hindi ka ready tapos may momentum, masakit iindahin mo talaga eh.
And he was, I think, backpedaling pagharap niya. Saka nag-make impact. So, let's see. But after all that events and occurrences, 30-27 lang
Yes,
ang
close
ating
game
score.
pa
Very
rin
close
tayo.
game. Yun nga, sabi mo, it's a far cry from our previous 4 previous games where teams started to pull away in the second
Mhm.
and then built on that momentum in the third, never looked back, pedal to the metal in the fourth.
Oo. Eh, ito, hindi mo alam kung... I mean, yes, Eton is in the lead, pero hindi mo masabi kung sino ang may advantage talaga dito sa how our game is being played.
Because 1-3 by Lufthansa and we have we're back to square one,
Yep.
right? Ganon, that's how we explain it. If Lufthansa just makes a 3, parang back to square one tayo. So
Mhm.
and if you take a look at the field goal makes, both at 32%.
Mhm. Quits lang, di ba?
Hindi nagkakalayo. 12
Yes.
makes para sa Eton, 10 para sa Lufthansa.
In terms of assists, dun ang advantage ni Eton, 10-6. And points in the paint.
Even turnovers, they've been committing a similar number of turnovers, 14 and 13.
Itong points in the paint, Brian, to the advantage of Eton, 20-16. Kasi si Eton, more on mas back down yung style nila, mas interior passing as compared to si Lufthansa, mas fast break kaya marami silang points in the paint.
I think the one being reviewed right now is the drive of I think it was Padua from Lufthansa involved in that ensuing play.
Yep. And not yung hit kay Raymond Chua.
Oo. Yun talaga, I think, very unintentional.
Yep.
Pero itong tinitingnan play ng ating official sa replay center,
Kung may intent ba talaga yung pagsabit ng elbow ni Padua.
or too much contact.
Ayan. So, this time naman, ito yung kay Raymond Chua.
And Enriquez, ang kakollision niya pala doon.
So,
okay, so no drastic changes,
Yeah.
just ball possession of Lufthansa.
no intent to hurt naman, as you could see based from the replay.
Good pass. Sumela for 3. Back ribs. Someone's on the floor. In that rebound play
That's
involving
number
Albano.
91.
Enriquez.
Yes, Enriquez.
Two big bodies banging inside the paint. That's Albano and Enriquez. Kita mo, meron din talagang...
So,
Alam mong friends yan outside Pero pag habang magka-defensive assignment mo yung ganyan, you can't help but be very competitive.
So, parang love tap yung binigay ni Albano dun. But let's see kung anong makita ng mga referees natin in the replay.
So another replay ensuing here.
I'm sorry, the review pala na.
Oh yeah, another review of what went down during that paint action. Nagpopostehan for a rebound, nagbabox-outan
So, sa dami ng kiskisan, as you were mentioning nga, Brian, kiskisan ang tema nung laro natin. So, sa dami ng kiskisan, hindi imposible or hindi malayo na may sumobra yung kiskis. Di ba?
Scoring leaders natin, Arwin Albano para sa Eton Century Park Hotel. They're ahead by 3, but nobody has scored in double digits for Century Park so far. Albano with 9, De Leon with 7, and Mitchell Tan with 6. But first, the review. Okay.
Let's see.
Box out.
Medyo may swing.
A bit of a swing, but there was also a
May lock.
Lock,
Pag-lock ng
oo.
arms. So,
natural tendencies when boxing someone out.
and regular foul lang yung tinawag. So, good thing walang excessive na contact or tawag.
Upo muna si Arwin Albano. Good leak out. Mitchell Tan. Mitchell Tan will get easy 2 points.
So, fast break opportunities, a lot of unforced turnovers.
You can feel that ETON Century Park Hotel is trying to add to the pace, you know, and bring that energy on both sides. Mitchell Tan, 5-0.
Yes.
Scoring run for Mitchell Tan.
And that pushes the lead to 8 for
And-
Eton.
And that's the impact of Mitchell Tan. Hindi man yung very consistent na scorer siya when you need defense, but he just loses the leather.
Timely kasi siya eh.
Timely.
Diba? Hindi siya buhos pero timely pag skumor.
He doesn't shoot in volumes but always there when you need him most.
True. So
Eton,
last
12
shot time.
seconds. Last sentence of the second quarter before halftime to Mitchell Tan. Will he beat the buzzer? Decides to make a nice find. Threading the needle right there. And that's the point guard you want in the veteran Mitchell Tan.
And two guys closed out on him. Na-recognize niya kagad. Merong open. He sees Raymond Chua open underneath. So, 5 straight points for Mitchell Tan. An assist to Raymond Chua. So, 2 points yun. Parang 7 points na credit mo na kagad kay Mitchell Tan. And possibly 8 if Raymond Chua makes this bonus free throw.
And you gotta tip your hat to Raymond Chua as well for absorbing the contact and playing through, getting that second 3-point play opportunity. Another free throw will be awarded to Raymond Chua.
Lane violation. Strict yung mga officials natin in this tournament with that lane violation.
Mitchell Tan now the leading scorer para dito sa Eton Century Park Hotel with 11 points. The only guy in double-digit scoring.
And Raymond Chua takes advantage of that replacement free throw.
Coach Jongkai, kanina nag-uusap tayo, 30-27, sabi natin, 1-3 ni Lufthansa and we're back to square one. But what about Eton Century Park Hotel? 38 now, ending the first half.
Yun yung Brian, Mitchell Tan effect towards the end.
A 5-0 run, tas may assist. Mitchell Tan doing it all at the end of the first half. Some highlights brought to you by Tanduay. Ito syempre, Gerald Boton. Malayong sidestep. And then 3-point shot ni Solema. Very unassuming din si Mitchell Tan eh. Chill, nakangiti lang. But we end the first 20 minutes of play here with Eton Century Park Hotel ahead comfortably 38-27. Lufthansa will have to make up for those 11 points come third quarter. Magbabalik po ang 2025 BKT Inter-Sister Cup.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Sabi nila, blood is thicker than water. In our family, pure love rules. Di man related by blood,
Ayabot! Ayabot! Ayabot!
I love you.
blended and bonded by pure love. I love you. Love is pure. Love is absolute.
Ayabot!
Ang hari may angking galing. Ang hari nasa puso ang lakas. Ang hari may kakaibang tapang. Andito na ang bagong Leon Extra Strong Beer. Bangis ng dating, bangis ng sarap, bangis ng kagat. Leon Extra Strong Beer. Tikman ang bangis ng Leon sa mismong Leon.
Ang biggest role ko, maging kasangga ng mga manggagawa. Magbigay ng lakas ng loob sa mga panahon ng panghihita. Magbukas ng oportunidad pag nawawalan na ng pag-asa. Dahil yan ang tatak ng matatag. Tatag mo, tatak obra.
At nagbabalik po tayo dito sa live and exclusive coverage ng ating BKT Inter-Sister Cup 2025. Andito po tayo ngayon sa state-of-the-art Tanduay Athletics Gym. Tanduay Gym dito sa Quiapo, Manila. At our game at hand entering the second half is the ETON Century Park Hotel kontra Lufthansa Technique. ETON Century Park Hotel ahead by 11 just when we thought Lufthansa was mounting a comeback and inching closer, talaga namang iniwan na sila ng ETON at the last 2 minutes of second quarter.
Yes, Brian. For the field goals in their first half, 15 out of 40 for ETON for 37%, while Lufthansa 10 out of 34 for 29 points. For 29%, I'm sorry. Points of turnovers, advantage to Lufthansa, 12 to 10. Rebounds closely in the favor of ETON, and turnovers 16 to 13. So, again, Brian, you mentioned earlier na naging trend sa laro natin is that sa mga games natin today is a team would take advantage of the second quarter, tas from there on, dun na sila magka-capitalize, or yun yung magiging parang start nila to pull away from their opponent. So, let's see here in our main event kung magtuloy yung trend na yon with ETON up by 11 and if they could pull away successfully against Lufthansa.
Ang laking factor ni Mitchell Tan, Coach Chongka, in 12 minutes of action. Very efficient, very effective. Careful with the basketball. Really the steady playmaker that Coach Mactan wants him to be. 11 points. Meron pang 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal.
Yes, sobrang efficient, Brian, as you mentioned. Yung impact niya rin sa game na to. Like in the second quarter, he had 5 straight points. They were just up by 3 points, but the 5-0 run by Mitchell Tan plus yung assist niya kay Raymond Chura for that end one opportunity was lahat yun siya. He was involved. That's why they're up by 11 entering the third quarter.
On the other side, the silver lining for Lufthansa Technique is Gerald Boton. 13 points. He has scored more than the minutes he's played on the court. But other than that, Sabalia and Abelia, although they have 7 and 2 respectively, not a lot of contribution from the other protagonists for Lufthansa.
Yes, for Lufthansa, ang challenge for them is how, if they could execute sa half-court sets nila. Because yes, we know that they could run, they thrive off points of turnovers and fast break opportunities. Pero in a game like this na nakokontrol ni Eton yung pace and they have the advantage when it comes to defending the half-court sets of Lufthansa. Tignan natin kung paano magka-counter si Lufthansa to cut down the lead or get the win in this final game of the day. So leading scorers, as you mentioned earlier, no? So let's see kung merong tutulong dito kay Gerald Boton in the second half for Lufthansa, and if Mitchell Tan could continue his ways in the second half together with Arwin Albano.
Some early contenders for our post-game awards. Of course, Arwin Albano leading all rebounders in the ball game. Game high so far, 8 rebounds na agad si Arwin Albano to go along with that 9 first quarter points. Third quarter brought to you by Century Park Hotel, Manila. Officially underway ang ating second half sa pagitan ng Lufthansa Technique at Eton Century Park Hotel. 11-point ball game. Let's see if the momentum stays with Eton. J. Yap to Arwin Albano. Back to the point guard. Gets a pick. Mitchell, swing. J. Yap. They're looking for that corner three.
Yeah.
Short for J. Here's Boton. A bit too short. And those are the types of production na sana nako-convert ng Lufthansa outside the Gerald Boton points.
Yes, and again, they had a fast break opportunity there, pero wayward na naman yung pasa ni Esguerra on a fast break opportunity. They were able to get offensive rebounds, pero they couldn't convert.
Second starting 5 brought to you by Eton. Eton's with Querido, Yap, Tan, Alejo, and Albano, while Lufthansa's with Esguerra, Solema, Boton, Abelia, and Soriano. Familiar faces here as we start the second half. Boton. Esguerra wide open for 3. Back rims that one. Albano inhales his 9th rebound. Good spin. Half spin pala, pero erroneous pass. Esguerra to Boton.
Those are 2 missed layups for Boton, Brian. Yeah, he had the opportunity to cut the lead down to 7, pero unfortunately for them, missed layup yung nangyari. Dalawang missed layup. So if you're trailing na with a double-digit lead, talagang yung mga layups nako-convert dapat yan.
Still no field goal conversion here between these two teams as J. Yap was fouled.
Same play, different side naman for Eton. They've been looking for J. Yap.
Ipapagpag lang yan ni J. Yap as he attempts to get his points from the free throw line.
J. Yap with 7 points, looking to make it 10 with this 3 free throw trip.
Oh, just 2 points to J. Yap's name so far.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong stat line.
I think that's Sabala with the 7 right now.
So apparently yung 3-point shot ni Yap during the first half was called a 2. So stepping nga siya.
Here's Boton. They swing, trying to be unpredictable. Wide to the left was the 3-point heave from Timothy Soriano.
Brian, itong si Eton has continued to play a zone. And if you can't shoot from the outside, talagang hindi ka makakabutas lagi if you were going up against kasi ang ganda nung pagkaparada nung zone na to ni Eton.
Steal, pass. Could have been an assist, but Aliejo does damage underneath.
So, itong si Eton, Brian, slowly pulling away. Their bigs taking advantage, maximizing their advantage over their counterparts at Lufthansa.
2 minutes 30 gone by here in the third quarter, and Lufthansa has yet to score a basket.
Yeah.
All the while Eton already at 44 points. Wala pa rin para sa Lufthansa. Tatakbo ngayon ng Eton. Good pass to Mitchell. Mitchell looking for a teammate. Aliejo. Aliejo pushing his weight. That's gonna be called an offensive foul.
May slight extension si Mon Alejo in that possession. And maganda rin naman yung acting job doon ni Solema. Solema, yeah. So again, if there's a chance to push the pace, pinupush ng Lufthansa yung pace, which is in their favor. Unfortunately, hindi sila makakonvert. Even with a 4-on-1 advantage, wala pa rin. So again, you need to start somewhere. You couldn't execute sa half-court set. Yung strength mo nasa up and down na laro, pero still you couldn't convert. So that's why they're starting to face a huge lead itong si Lufthansa.
Now this is starting to be a frustrating string of possessions para dito sa Lufthansa, because the lead has ballooned to 17.
Yes, so for Lufthansa, again, it's just their second game. Pero nakita na nila through this game kung ano yung weakness nila, yung execution sa half court. At the same time, paano mo babasagin yung zone kung hindi ka maka-attack downhill, which is the strength of itong siguro si Esguerra, Boton, who's clearly a force once na nakabuelo siya
Downhill,
sa fast break opportunities. Pero something to work on for